Well, oh well, oh well. We have returned into the Wizard Tower, which I did say at the end it was growing onto me, and it officially has. I officially like this building. I think maybe I could do a little bit more of a spruce there, but we're not talking about that today. That is not what we are doing today. We're going to be getting some villagers, which is another, I'd say, a decent sized step. We haven't used the enchanting area yet, but that's simply because we don't have the correct stuff I want before we get enchanted. So I'm just going to do a tiny, small amount of modification to the bridge, just so then there's this tiny area where it goes up again, so then I can get a boat through so we can get villagers across to the other side. So I guess I need to sort my inventory, and then I need to disappear to go get those villagers, because this is going to be a pretty straightforward operation, and I can only actually do one villager at a time on the boat. Well, anyways, we are not going to go to a village over there, because I feel like going to the coastal one that I found right over this way would be a lot easier to lure the villagers into my boat, because then I don't have to go across land until, and that just makes it a whole lot easier than dealing with villagers on land. And I don't really know why I'm doing hand gestures in real life whilst I'm speaking, but it's happening for some reason. Alright, we only need 2, so I'm hoping they will be easy to get. We don't want these nitwits. Sure, they can still make children, but they're not very useful. There we go. Okay, Mr. Iron Golem, could you not? There we go, that is 1. And then if I use this to get another 1, you have a job, but we're going to take you. They don't need you anymore. I need you more than they need you. I will pay you more. I will pay you in being stuck inside of a very dark, damp room. Alright, that is 1 home. Time to go get the other. And there is 2. We have our 2 villages that we need, and I now need to think of what I want to do for the villager hall. I don't entirely want to go ahead and make thousands of villagers. I think what I want to do is make a simple house here, which I think, even though villager halls tend to have about like 20 villagers, or if you're going really extreme, like 40 or something like that, I think I'm only really gonna have about 7 or 8. I don't want to rely on training with villagers to get books to then get OP Salve armor. And also, is it just me, or do these really remind you of Kirby? Kirby's eyes, you know? They really remind me of Kirby's eyes. But no, for now we're going to do the most depressing thing ever, and we are about to turn these villagers into some child-bearing people. Do I call them child-bearing people? We'll go with it. Now, I think that my current plan is I want to make like a little cave on the side of there, which is annoying because I mean it's like a little bit elevated, but as you can tell I'm gonna have to do a little bit of dirt building to be able to make that happen properly. We also need some cobblestone, which I don't think we have much of. Either way, we are going to be digging into the side of the hill anyways, so we should get some stone from that hopefully. So I kind of realized instead of making it like a cave type thing in the side of a mountain, it'd look a lot cooler if I decided to make some sort of sewer coming out of the side of that. Well, it's not a mountain at all. Some sort of sewer coming out the side of that hill. So that's what I've started to do. I've gone some stone bricks, and that's going to be the little outside of it. It'll be a little sewer system heading into a little villager chamber area, which I mean is even more depressing than the original plan, but I mean I guess it makes for an interesting build. And after spending about 15 minutes working on that, alright, well, here is the little depressing room that I've given them at the end of the sewers. Because this is literally all they get. I'm not going to place the doors yet, because just to make it easier to get them in there, I'm going to keep them in the boats until they're actually inside of a room. But we are going to get them both in there. We should be able to go up 1 block of water. Uh-oh. Apparently not. Alright, that is a problem. Someone told me that they wanted me to do some fishing. Well, here it is. Hello, you can come this way. I've tried to know before about this, to be honest. Using fishing rods to get villagers to different places. Ah, well that's why I haven't done it. Why do villagers have to be such a pain? Get up on the ledge. It's not even a slab. There's a full block there, I think. No, there is a slab there. Is he actually going to go this way though? He looks like he is. There we go. That's the first one in. Where are you going? No, no, no. Why are you running this way? Oh, okay. That could be a reason. Please don't die. I don't have my spawn set. Where's he gone? How have I lost him? He's not dead. I would have heard him die, but I don't know where he is. Set up this whole home for him, and he's like, nope, not interested. Now I've lost him. I've been doing this for the past hour, man. I don't want to do this any longer. Well, we're going on a trip. We are here to collect a second villager since we lost our last one. Hello, 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 hello. There you go. And we've got this guy, and I don't believe he can go anywhere else. If I break that, oh, if I break that, he comes up here. You know what, wait, he's up here now. Would you like to get him a boat? Yeah. Next, I'd say it's time to get your childbearing hips, ready. And there you go, guys. Take some bread. One of you take that, and one of you take that. And whilst you guys enjoy yourself, I'm gonna go do some more farming. Oh, I already hear a child. They've already made one. Okay, if they've already made a child, that is already going very, very well. Because next, we need to make the actual villager hall building. I believe I'm going to make it out of cherry, but first I need to empty my inventory. Wait a minute. Wait, this is the one we lost. Oh, I need the boat. That's the one we lost. Give a job over here, and then you can sit in the boat. There we go. Lose that, and then put you in the water so then zombies won't try and get you. 42. I'm hoping 42 will be enough. We will head over to the area and figure out what we're going to do. It's not going to be very big. I believe I have already said it's only going to house like 8 villages. There we go. We now actually have replay mod. So we now have replay mod, which means that I can go ahead and I don't actually need to speak whilst building, and I'm not required to give little status updates mid building, because pretty much all I have to do is put it into a time lapse, which is exactly what I am going to do. Now, I didn't really know what I was going for with this, and at the end of the day, I don't think it's the best build I could have done for this, but I do think it works, and I think it's a kind of unique build, and I think it'll be fine. And there we go. Now, obviously, this is a very interesting design, to say the least. But I think it might grow on me. I think the only problem might be, like, this little swashed bit of a roof here and the centerpiece. But personally, I don't think it's all that terrible. I think the only part that might be terrible is the back here. But then again, no one's looking at the back. All perfectly fine. About how I'm going to get the villagers up here, that is a different question, to be honest. Personally, I don't think I need to worry all that much about at this moment. But for now, although we didn't do quite so much, I mean, we did get 2 builds done, okay? Even though the sewer doesn't look that amazing, it's still a sewer. We've got the sewer done with villagers inside. We've got a random villager there. And we've made the villager trading hall, which we aren't going to put any villagers in yet, because I still need to figure out exactly what I'm going to be doing next episode, and if it will actually be related to enchanting. I don't think it's worth enchanting stuff yet, since we don't have full diamond tools and we don't have full diamond armor. But anyways, thank you for watching this episode. If you did enjoy this, obviously leave a like, comment maybe. Yeah, I guess you can leave a comment, and goodbye.